which either means he died and he did what every other Emblem Heartless does and just came back because his heart wasn't released, or his death was fake news.
I go with fake news.
Either or is fine, because unless he was killed by a Keyblade... No, go back up there! Damn it.
He said nope. Fuck you.
Unless Ansem the Heartless is killed by a Keyblade, he cannot become whole.
Basically. That is true!
If we were to go with Sean's theory, that would mean that at some point we're going to kill Ansem's Heartless.
Well, we would have to.
Oh, no!
Well, we would have
No,
to
that's
because...
part of the theory.
Well, we would have to, because
No,
Square
that's-
said 3 is the end of, like, the Ansem
Correct.
saga.
Not because we're going to kill Ansem, but because Xehanort is going to become whole again.
Correct.
That is part of Xehanort's plan, is to become whole at one point.
Now, this man had a more fucking convoluted plan than Madara.
Because his plan is to become one person inside of Ventus.
Like I said, this is a more fucking convoluted plan than Madara.
And so when Ventus becomes Xehanort's true vessel, he will be whole. Which means he will take Keyblade in hand and awaken Kingdom Hearts. And that is why Sora is the final boss of Kingdom Hearts 3.
You crafted quite the theory there.
That's why I gotta play Roxas.
What?
Actually, no! That theory actually went deeper than that. What? So remember, our Mark of Mastery was different for Sora and Riku.
Yeah, and Sora failed his.
He did.
Correct.
Why does he fail?
He fell to darkness.
No.
No.
Well,
Why does he fail? Also, that's a really good ability. It says that I do more damage at the finish of my combo, depending on how many hits are in my combo.
So, when you combine that with MP Rage, you're, kind
MP
of...
Rage isn't a combo.
Anyway, Sora failed because when that all happened, he didn't fail because that happened. Like, that's what I thought at first too.
I thought the implication was because he left the Mark of Mastery.
No, it's just not. 3D does not make it clear why Sora fails. It makes it seem kind of arbitrary, like why Terra fails. Except Terra failed for an arbitrary, stupid reason, and Sora actually failed. And it's better explained in Point 2 Secret Ending. When that happened, Sora actually lost the power he was supposed to be gaining. Because the whole point of Sora's Mark of Mastery is that he will dive into Ventus's heart and wake up Ventus. But he lost that power when that all happened. Sora literally failed because he did not gain that power. Now, Riku passed, but if the point was to wake up Ventus and Terra and whoever, how does Sora... Because if you pay attention, Riku can't dive into hearts. Riku, because of the situation, gained the power to dive into Sora's heart.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yep.
But Riku passes.
My question is, why does Sora have the ability to summon Dream Eaters?
I think
He is slowly gaining the power back. That's the point of Kingdom Hearts 3. That's why we go to Hercules first.
Roxas?
Excuse me? And because of that, I just realized... Is Kingdom Hearts 3 going to be a game that has Heartless, Nobodies, Unversed, and Dream Eaters all existing at the same time?
Honestly, from what I'm seeing, just Heartless and Nobodies.
What about the one guy I thought he summoned Unversed?
Dream Eaters are a special move.
Anyway.
Now, I know Dream Eaters are a special move for Sora, but the one guy summoned Unversed.
So,
he's gotta be the thief. Now that's just plain rude.
if the point was for us to dive into Hearts, why does Riku pass?
That's a...
Should Riku not also fail?
Holy shit, I forgot this was the first time you fight him. Okay, so to actually talk about the game for a minute, everyone hates this battle. Basically, hit in his
water clones are weak to fire.
What is there to talk about? This encounter's stupid.
If you don't kill them in enough time, you get a game over.
Correct. This encounter's stupid.
You just automatically die.
And
what is there to talk about?
I just dropped a quick tip. The water clones are weak to fire.
Because water is his element, but water does not really exist in the game's code, so he's just a glorified ice.
In other words, go ahead and pull you a good old speed runner when you get the capacity and just spam fire.
That.
Because this encounter's stupid.
He's weak to fire. I just wanted to drop a good tip.
So, going back to my theory crap.
Which goes back to my thing of why in the fuck is he in Kingdom Hearts 3? He's useless. He's literally about as useless as fucking Luxord.
Anyway, so Riku passed, despite the fact that, as far as I'm concerned, if our whole goal was to be able to dive into different things' hearts, Riku should be just as much a failure, if not more. Because he's literally just lost the ability to dive into anything else's heart.
Let's go.
Riku was just hanging out in Sora.
Unless the plan is that we are literally using Sora as bait.
If you remember the ridiculous thing about the plot twist in Dream Drop Distance about what Riku was doing, he was in Sora the whole time.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Riku can only dive into Sora's heart.
Yep.
If that's the case, that means Riku's power is useless. Sora's awake. What is he talking about?
What?
The book. The book we saw earlier. Because until this dialogue, we couldn't access that. I don't know why.
Why does somebody has to come explain side quests?
Because that wasn't in the original Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
It's a...
Anyway.
Well, I mean, nobody comes to you and explains, hey man, there's a thing called Lingering Wheels sitting in Mickey's castle.
Anyway, my theory goes that at the end, Sora is put to sleep when he's in Ventus. And Sora basically gets possessed as a whole being that Xehanort needs. And that we literally will play as we will probably... Honestly, I think we're gonna fight Sora as Roxas, and when we beat him, Riku will dive into Sora's heart and kill Xehanort. And that's how I think that game ends. That's how I think that final boss situation goes.
That your final area is inside of Sora?
Your final area is literally in Sora / Ventus's heart fighting Xehanort as a whole being.
Do you have enough balls?
And you literally kill Xehanort's heart.
Do you have enough balls to put money on it?
Basically. Because why else would any of this make sense?
Why would we continue on literally knowing that we had to do a marathon mastery test to make sure that they could dive into people's hearts if all Sora can do is not do so, and all Riku can do is dive into Sora's?
Mm-hmm.
Why would we move forward if this is apparently a tool that we desperately need?
And we basically failed to get it. Because we know Sora can get it back, and we know Riku has what we really need. Meaning that Sora is literally bait. He is jailbait. Which is fitting. He's gonna be like 16 in the next game. Sora's jailbait.
Nah, that's what I call a key.
Xehanort wants a young boy.
Gee, thanks for your help.
So they're just gonna put Sora out to pasture. Xehanort's gonna absorb.
Well, no, because basically our plan is for Sora to do exactly what we told Sora he's gonna do. But Xehanort is also waiting for that. And we're literally gonna trap Xehanort in his own plan.
That fits more than it has
This
any
makes
right
sense. And you know why this makes sense? I started thinking about that in this recent trailer when they're playing chess. Xehanort gets check, and then Ericus moves anyway. Meaning that Xehanort gets exactly what he wants, and then we still have another move to make. This means that Xehanort gets his vessel, which is Sora, and we somehow save Sora.
Also, look, you can use drive forms again.
That's because I have the Olympus Stone.
This fight is awful.
So we'll have to see how things go, but Christ.
Well, I mean, honestly, if what I said is not a thing, I don't know what to tell you.
I just feel like because we spent almost 2 hours on this subject, alone, that, like I said
And then
before,
we're all horribly wrong.
yeah, like I said before in the middle of this, I'm going to laugh when all of this is fucking wrong.
Hey, like I said, if it turns into Final Fantasy VIII, I'm gonna be upset.
Which is what it's gonna do.
Because if it does that, then yes, you are correct.
Which
Dumpster fire story.
Which is what it's going to
No
do,
redeeming
because
factors.
Nomura is a hack writer.
If what I said is true, Kingdom Hearts makes sense, and at least we can say that much.
Who thought it was a good idea to let the guy that did monster designs in your previous games handle the story?
Only
It's like
the
telling the
smartest
janitor to
ones.
program.
I'll meet you back at the Coliseum.
What about you?
I'm gonna show these guys what happens when they mess with a true hero.
Also, in other news, Dante only ages in human form.
Now wait a sec.
What? Is it just me or does the lady look younger in
Hey, we're not talking about Lady. She somehow doesn't age.
Sora.
No, she ages backwards because in Devil May Cry 4 she had gray hair but giant tits for some reason, and then I guess Capcom realized that was gross, so they just aged her backwards.
I don't know. Trish's butt ass naked in 5.
As you do.
But no, there was some talk about Dante's age, and the guy said Dante doesn't only ages in demon form, but he chooses to stay in the human form.
So you're telling me every time you use Devil Trigger, he ages a little?
No, he doesn't age.
Oh.
No.
Dante ages like a normal human.
That means he's like 60 now.
Popular misconception is that Dante doesn't age like humans.
But because that would, if he ages like a normal human, that means he's like fucking 60 now.
But the guy mentioned that Dante does not age in demon form.
That was lame.
That was a massacre.
What?
That was a massacre. This is interesting because Virgil, who hates humans, chooses to remain in human form. And also bang the human woman. This guy started.
In my head canon was that has always been the only way for them to stay in full demon form. They need the completed amulet and Sparta. That's always been my head canon.
I don't know. The guy said Dante chooses to stay in human form.
Because he beat Virgil, he has the full amulet now.
Maybe.
And also, he gave Sparta to his girlfriend that looks like his mom.
He also like.
Yes, first, that's a detail not a lot of people remember. In the original Devil May Cry, Trish was designed to look like Dante's mom.
Because that's the thing. He does have the full amulet.
Also, people think that
Ow.
Virgil is in the next game.
Well, of course. Because that first trailer, Devil May Cry 5, the person that seems to be ripping I was getting incredibly tongue there. Nero's demon arm. I was like mixing all the words together there. They look like Virgil. Well, I mean, they have Virgil's outline, which I want to know. Unless we do something stupid and it turns out that that demon arm is actually one of Virgil's arms, why would he rip that arm off?
Wait. You know why that was in there, right?
Huh?
You understand why he took the demon arm, right?
I don't know.
He's in the trailer when he takes the demon arm. He says, "I'm taking back what's mine." It turns into Yamato.
Oh yeah.
Because when Nero touched Yamato, his arm absorbs things.
No, it's because Nero was Virgil's son. Yamato, being a weapon from Sparta, could only react to the blood of Sparta.
Correct. Some people are still acting like it's not super confirmed canon, and they can still retcon it. I'm like, how would you retcon it if you can use the sword? But hey, people think weird things.
That's its own mess.
Plus, we also have, like, it...
Oh,
Also,
guys,
also,
guys, are you ready
is
for the best boss fight?
They also confirmed microtransactions because they talked in depth about those. It's only red orbs.
But that still fucks
There's a reason they did it.
But that still fucks with the progression of the game.
No. There's a reason they did it.
Which is... Don't tell me fucking player choice.
Oh, Brian, what do I tell him instead of player choice?
That is...
I don't know what other answer to give him.
That is the biggest load of bullshit.
What do you mean?
You can literally pay to have every skill at your disposal.
Look. You're in a PvE game. In said PvE game, you are not against other players. You do not have the ability to just buy a power-up that one-shots all of the enemies you face. All you are literally paying for is to not grind.
But it's a grind the developers
But
put in.
all you're doing is paying to not grind. Are y'all ready for the best fight in all of Kingdom Hearts 2?
Oh, this
Yeah,
is fun.
I mean, yeah. Brian's right. The whole reason it's in there is so that you don't have to grind.
But
and
the
they even
developers put the grind in.
No, because they...
So are you saying that you would rather grind
No, I will...
than have the ability to pay to not grind?
I will use the exact argument that Jim Sterling uses for this. Developers always say it is for choice, and so you don't have to grind. But because they're the developers, they're the ones that make the grind. Look at a game like Spider-Man for the PS4. It has a perfect fucking progression system because it didn't have to make you grind to make you put more money into it. They built a game to be fun. So because they were, actually designing a game getting tongue-tied it. Because they were actually designing a game, you don't have to skip the grind because the developers didn't have to put a grind in. Developers only make games grindy so that they can make it look like they're giving you a choice.
So what's grindy about DMC?
The game could potentially, unless you pay for red orbs, you could get fucking chump change. Now, granted, because it's not out, we don't know how it's going to work. But I will point
now,
to
now to that one, I then draw you a new argument. Can you beat the game without getting a single upgrade?
You probably could, but it would be a massive.
It doesn't matter.
But it would be a massive pain in the ass.
Then it doesn't matter.
Hey, that's broke.
Anyway, this boss.
If you can still beat the game without grinding at all, then it doesn't matter.
To actually talk about the game for a minute, a fun fact about this boss is in the Japanese version, when you would cut a Hydra's head off, it would actually be shooting green blood out. It's that dark mist in that's also, notice how every time he hits it, there were little things of dark mist. That was, again, green blood in the Japanese version. So yeah, they censor that for the American one.
Like, we're just casually arguing, and Sean's just ripping.
So, back...
I mean, if you want to get into the boss fight, Sean, you better get on that Hydra's back!
I already got the Hydra's back.
He never said the line once.
That's because I did it too fast.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, that's because I did it too fast, and you're welcome.
Yeah, you see, like, right there in the Japanese
But
version.
I'm gonna go back to that.
I'm gonna say the line anyway. Get up on the Hydra's back!
According to the developers, they made sure that you would have enough red orbs, that there would be plenty after levels.
They always
Get
say
up on
that.
the Hydra's back!
Right, I'm with you on
Yeah.
that.
We'll have to
But
see.
let's
Wait,
face
it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Sorry. Get up on the Hydra's back!
But they said the sole reason they did it was so that because the way they like their games to go is that you get they make their stuff expensive based on how easy it is to
Give
use.
yourself a chance to rest.
They apparently meticulously choose how much things are
What?
because they're like because when you save up red orbs to get this really powerful this one skill that's harder to use, you're gonna take time to learn how to use it.
I owe you big time.
You're gonna look after yourself.
I have
Because, man, your body is quite
Just let us know
disproportionate.
if Hades are the
Wait, or
hardest.
maybe he said the other way. That the harder ones to use were cheaper. That way you would have to spend time using them, and you'd be able to buy another
What did you three
more.
make hero?
Let's save that for another time. We
Is
have to
air
hit the road.
hike still a thing you have to buy in this game?
He mentioned air hike, so I assume so.
God damn it!
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Bayonetta got that right in 2009, you hacks.
Bayonetta's just better Devil May Cry.
Yeah, in every way.
I don't know.
Well, time to go.
I still like 3 more.
Okay, but we have to agree Bayonetta has a better plot.
DMC.
I don't know. I like Devil May
Arms
Cry's
than
plot.
Dante off DMC.
Devil May Cry 3 does have a lot of man service.
Oh, is this a problem?
No, I wasn't saying that it
Or
was a
sure,
problem.
when he's pissed, here's a tip. Don't play with him.
Look,
I'll
You're
wipe
not
out every
swinging that way,
fucking bar in
cousin?
this stadium.
What's wrong with Devil May
For
Cry's
laying.
plot?
That was just an ass. That was really just a joke about Bayonetta's ass. The story of Devil May Cry is inconsequential, so it really doesn't matter.
But it doesn't have an awful plot.
Like I said, DMC3 does have
Yeah,
that
it just
man
has
service.
a plot that's split between everything in the series.
I don't understand.
Alright, man, you gotta play this one, and then you play this one, and then you play this one. Don't play with order.
Wait, no, you can play with. You should play with an order. You shouldn't play. You should not play 3 first. If you play,
Why? Straight to the beginning!
I don't know.
No.
Street Fighter.
It's not the beginning. One is the beginning.
No, if you
Welcome-
play,
And then you
Ryan.
do 2.
What's wrong with prequels?
And then you do 4. And then you do 5. And then you do...
What is wrong with prequels?
Nothing's wrong with prequels. Other than the fact that prequels are either one of 2 things. Retroactive or planned. And
Oh,
if they are planned, why didn't you just do that first?
Oh, I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm talking about.
Should you play Birth by Sleep first? Oh,
You
no.
shouldn't play
Let's
any
go-
of the handhelds because they're all bad.
Well, let's go even further. Should you watch Back Cover first?
Very well then. I suppose you'd best tell
There's
me
nothing,
what's
there's
happened
nothing in
during
back cover
my
that's currently
absence.
relevant at the moment still.
Should you play Birth by Sleep first?
I mean, if you want to get into the story, yeah.
Kingdom Hearts is also
Is
weird.
it going to be worse than playing KH1? Yeah.
You think somebody who wants to get into the story should play Birth by Sleep first?
I mean, yeah, they understand it better than we do right now. It is the beginning. We are unfortunately looking at this game from the retroactive standpoint of we played 1, then Chain, then 2.
I don't know if I would want to play Birth by Sleep first.
I've wanted to see someone do
No,
that.
No, I think what you're stuck on is that you don't want to play Terra first.
Okay.
And that, like, yeah, that's a thing.
Hold on. Okay.
But
Okay, look, Brian, I don't understand your problem with its story structure. Because, I mean, let's look at it realistically.
Next time. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, what do you guys think of Sean and Brian's fan theories about Kingdom Hearts 3? I know none of these fan theories came true, But at the time they were made, I understand why Sean and Brian came to the conclusions they did, because the setup for these theories is not really that bad, but Nomura does so much crazy nonsense, it's completely understandable that none of these fan theories became true or got even remotely close to what the final story of Kingdom Hearts 3 is like. As a bonus point, due to them adding to Kingdom Hearts 3 with the DLC update and the story as a whole not being done, some of these fan theories could end up somewhat true retroactively, but at the moment, these fan theories are more or less outdated, but I think they make a great time capsule. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and leave some comments. If you want to keep up with our videos, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell. And if you follow me on social media, that helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. See you all next time.